So, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of The Bandwidth. So excited to be back with you guys this Thursday. We ask that if you have any questions for us or the guests, please put it in the comment section and we will get to it during the conversation and also at the end. If you are not subscribed to our channel, please make sure that you subscribe so you can continue to get the dopeness of our 3 shows. And if you find this episode helpful, please suggest it to your friend and share it to your friends and family. Every fourth Thursday, we are now dedicating the bandwidth to a moment of self-care. I found that if you don't take care of yourself, your business is not going to thrive, your personal life is not going to thrive, nothing you want to do is going to thrive if you don't take care of yourself. So today we are talking about hair care because I know if my hair ain't right, I don't care. I can have one of the cutest outfit. It just ain't gonna be right. So today we have Carla Young here. Let me scroll down. Wait a minute. I need to make sure I give her an introduction. She is a licensed hair artist and founder of Catalyst Project. So let's welcome Carla to the show. Welcome, Carla, to the bandwidth.
Yay! Thank you for having me, Rosie.
Not a problem. I know I gave a brief description of what you do, but can you give us a more in-depth overview of what you do?
Okay. Basically, I am a licensed stylist who concentrates on Afro textured and natural hair, as well as locks. And I have been working in the district area for over 15 years, specifically in that realm. And just recently, well, not recently, but over that time, I have been formulating and dealing with and guiding clients and helping them to come up with solutions for their hair on an individual basis, and which has led now to Catalyst Project, which is in the second year of business, and we're a dual use beauty line.
Okay. And you are a DMV sister. I'm like,
DMV,
okay.
born and raised.
Yes,
Born and raised.
me too. So let's dive right on in. So how would you define self-care?
Okay. I would define self-care as inspired transformation.
Okay.
And transformation is nothing but a change. And so, how I manifest that is through self care as one tool, as a tool to help us become our best selves, to love on ourselves, to care for ourselves so that we can get to the next level of transformation. That's just one tool, but that's what self care means to me.
Yeah. And why is it essential, would you say?
Essential. Well, I believe that self care is vital. I believe that self care is very much vital to. Um, there has been such a narrative of struggle, struggle. So first we've got to renew the mind that we're deserving and we've got to take care of ourselves, right? And then I also believe that there's a difference between surviving and thriving. Okay, so surviving is just, you on autopilot. You just out here trying to make it. Thriving is you're actually loving yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're whatever it is, uh, 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 going to the next level, actually renewing your mind, your body, um, your mindset, period. So I think it's vital for our thriving.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
must say that I struggle with that for the longest. Like it's just something about being, I don't know if it's just women in general. We always want to make sure everybody else is cool. Or even if that's gone, like with me, my son, I'm an empty nester. My son is away at college, but my business is at the forefront of my brain. You know what I'm saying? So I struggle with, you know what, Rosie, you need to make sure you're good. And I have to put it on the calendar to make sure I block off days to do so. Because if not, it will fill up. It will fill up with other things that need to be done. So yeah, like many women,
Absolutely.
I think that that's something that we struggle with.
I absolutely totally agree. And that's why I believe that we have to look at it from a different mindset. Like I was saying before, I believe that there's been this whole narrative of in Black women and just the Black race in general, coming from this whole struggle story. You got to work, 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 and then to get the prize, and and through all of that, not taking care of yourself, not loving yourself. But I had to change my mindset in terms of how about we shift that to use it as a tool to get through to the next. And it looks different for everybody. Like you said, you have to jot it down.
Hmm.
Same with me. I feel like I'm so unorganized that I need to see something visual that says, okay, you need to do this on this day.
Yeah.
Or you need to do that on this day, until I develop that habit to, then implement self care in every part of my day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And people don't know that it's as simple as just taking a break and going for a walk. That it could be as simple as that just to clear your mind. It doesn't have to be extravagant or you have to spend money, just something as simple as that, or breathing techniques or anything just to clear your head and take time for yourself. Take a long bath, anything.
Sitting in your car.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Okay.
Sit in your car for like an extra few minutes before you go in the house.
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So y'all know what I'm talking about. So it can be as small, and that's why I say it looks different for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now for me, it is looking like affirmations and trying to infuse it into every part of my day.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I had a girlfriend. I was just talking to her the other day, and she has three little ones, and so she was just like, her self care was just going to Chick-fil-A and getting a milkshake, and they was asking her, Mommy, can I come with you? No, 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 no. She was just like, I just need this 20 minutes to go do this, have this milkshake, and this is going to be my time. So I just laugh because I don't have little ones, but I get
oh
it.
my
I get it.
gosh. Yeah, I have two little ones, and actually, I had a self care moment in my soul, even though I had my son with me. But we did that very thing the other day. I
Hmm.
went to go get some gas, and I had to run an errand or two, and I took him with me. But I was like, oh, let's go to Chick-fil-A. Let me get this shake. Let me get this chicken sandwich I want to try, and just sit there and relish.
Exactly.
You know,
Yes. Now, so we talked about the general ways of doing self care, but let's talk about this hair part. Now, I kind of said it in my intro that if my hair is not right, oh my God. And it's sad. It really is sad,
no,
but
it's
I'm
not.
not ashamed. I am not ashamed.
She's like, I'm not ashamed.
Yeah. So would you consider caring for your hair a form of therapy?
Absolutely. Absolutely. To be honest, as a stylist, we're always going back and forth. Okay, I want this style, then I want that style. We're very particular. Um, but during quarantine, that's one thing that I have not been able to do is actually go and get my hair done by somebody else, relax and bow and all of that good stuff. But I would say it is. Self-care is healthcare. So anything that pertains to, like you said, how little the act is or the practice is to how big it is. And I saw a quote the other day, and it said, 90% of your selfie is your head.
Oh.
I said, okay, thanks, honey, thanks. Okay, I'm with that. But yeah, so even me as a stylist, I have to, because I'm used to serving others. Even me, I have to go in and say, okay, well, you know what, you need to do something with your hair. So yeah, I would just say, even myself. So definitely, hair care is definitely a form of self care and therapy. Just the whole scene of the salon, um, laying in the bowl. I feel like that's the best part. Getting your hair massage, getting that scalp massage, shampoo, the one on one, the talking to the client about their concerns, or guess what? You done fell asleep in my chair. I love it. To me, that is like the best compliment.
Yeah.
That is the best compliment. So definitely, hair care is definitely up there with self care and therapy.
Yeah. And I'm glad to hear that you said that that's your form of therapy as well, because like you said, you are always in a position of serving. And, because you have the skill set, you can do your own, but
Okay.
you could, but I'm just saying, for you to know that you want that a part of your self-care too. You know what I'm saying? You want to be treated. You want your scalp massaged, and that is, look, the best part. When you get somebody that just had the right size nails and can get in there, oh my goodness.
I done had folks fall asleep a time or two, honey. I'm talking about going all the way into to making sounds. I'm like, okay, you're tired. Let me go on and get these offerings going and get this energy right and give you an extra 2-3 minutes on this massage. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Absolutely.
No, I do once because something just popped in my head, and I do not do it, but I've heard like something come on social media when your stylist is washing your hair. Should you be looking at them, or should your eyes be closed, enjoying the moment?
You should be relaxing. You should be enjoying the moment. You should be in. You should be in the moment. You should be present in the moment of relaxation. And that is something that we don't do when you're talking about self-care. Like you said before, you have to put it on the calendar. And there was something that I was doing, and I was just like, okay, I'm on autopilot. Let me get myself together. Let me get this shower, this bath, and let me just throw this on. No, slow down and be in the moment of those acts. Just a simple act of lotioning your body, thanking this shell for getting you this far. Thanking your feet, rubbing that doggone shea butter up in there and be like, yes, honey, thank you for allowing me to, if you have children, birth these children. Thank you for arms. Okay, back. Yes, back. Cute. You know what I mean? Yes, feet. So, all of that is a part of learning how to be in the moment, be present in the moment while we are practicing our self-care acts. I think that is what takes it to another level. And that's what actually allows us to do it without, you make a habit out of it, do it without even thinking, So.
Yeah. And I so agree with you on that. And like many of us, we just take it for granted. Like you said, thank you, feet, as you are massaging the shea butter in there. Because the sad thing about it is you don't realize it until something goes wrong with it, how you benefit from that body part. And it's just like,
Mm, that's
so
true.
yeah. So the little things that you just have to, do a self-reflection on, like you said, and I do a terrible job at it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too far behind you, but guess what? I say that for me, it is a continual thing.
Mhm.
And that's where the transformation part comes. We are forever changing. We're trying to pull back those layers and go to the next level. So yeah, that requires actually some consistency. That actually requires a level of work. That actually requires a level of awareness while we're trying to better ourselves or love ourselves or care for ourselves. So, give yourself a break. But yeah, if you need to do that, if you need to put it on a calendar, or if you need to say, okay, look, I'm doing this, that, the new thing is self-care Sunday.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So if you need to go that route for
Hmm.
you, because it looks different for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's get into self-care and products.
Okay.
Yeah. So how do your products benefit women and their self-care?
I believe my products, Catalyst Project, benefits women through um, the natural component, natural ingredients, um, where you know what's going into your skin and in your hair. You can literally look at the ingredients. You can read it. You can pronounce it and understand what it is that's going in, actually into your skin, into your scalp. So I think that is a sense of comfort, as well as the dual use aspect, where you can use this product. You may be able to use a certain product for more than one thing, which goes into, like you said, especially Black women, just women, period, having multiple roles and having all this stuff that we're doing. You might not want to use 50 products in a day. You might just want to take this one product. Oh, I can work my hair with this. I can put it on my skin. So a convenience aspect for that, as well as using the natural ingredients. You know what's in it. You can trust what's going into your body, and I just I just think that it's a manifestation of um, a physical manifestation of, or a tool to help you with your self-care journey. It's just the thing. You know what I mean? It's just the thing that I'm offering, but really the broader picture is, what are the tools I'm going to use to get to the point where I'm practicing self-care, or I'm turning that routine into ritual status. You know what I mean? Like putting it on a pedestal, putting it up there as important and something that we need to be doing each and every day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
absolutely.
Yeah, I totally agree. So one example would be your shea butter. Did I say it right? Yeah. It smells so good.
Thank you. That's
And
the whipped hair and body butter. That's the original scent. And
mm,
for a long time, that's the only scent that I had. And so um, it is derived from out of a coconut kind of kiwi fresh scent.
yes. And so you said it's good, but we talked about multi-use. So you said you could use it definitely on your body. And what was the other?
You use it on your body as well as your hair.
Your hair. Okay. Yes. Good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We got that good shea butter from Ghana, heavy, heavy, especially in these winter months, the heavy oil. We have coconut oil in it and some essential oils as well, vitamin E, vitamin K, um, ingredients, natural that help to make the skin glow, make it smoother, and like you said, uplifting scent, fresh, nice scent. So you can
Yeah.
use it for both hair and
And so, okay, I know you said, so would you use this all year round or would you use something lighter in the summer months?
for me, you can use it all year round. You know, it could just be it's just all dependent on you and your lifestyle. I know for the summer it can be a little bit more heavier, but especially for those rougher areas where the skin is thicker, our elbows and our feet, you want to continue to use that. Or just in your self-care moments, like you say, after a bath, even if it's in the summertime. You can use it all year round, but you just want to be sensitive sensitive about, how you want to use it year round.
Mhm.
I definitely summertime you want to use something definitely lighter, but for those rougher parts of your skin, like your feet and your elbows, why not?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And do you have any suggestions of what you could use for that? Or do you have any products for like those months as well?
Um, we are coming out with some products right now. I just recently began to um, bring some other people on board, but I've just been doing everything.
Mhm.
So a part of
Expansion,
my
yeah.
self care, girl, well, yeah, part of my self care is that I had to realize that I can't overwhelm myself.
Yeah.
So I have to be patient with what I bring out and how I bring it out and when, because the work is going to fall predominantly on me. So
Yeah.
a part of self care for me, it was understanding that I have to be patient and I cannot overwhelm myself. And so it's going to be out when it's going to be out. But
Mhm.
we're getting some things together for year round. Definitely the hair products, skin and scalp, you can use on your face as a toner or refresher as well as on your hair. That is a perfect summer product because it contains rose water, it contains a few essential oils. You can refresh your face throughout the day. You can spray it on, you can refresh your hair when you wake up, so that is definitely one of our key summer items.
Yeah. And I so agree with you on when you have great ideas. I just asked the question about, other products, but you can't overwhelm yourself. And I have experienced that as well. You come up with these ideas in your sleep and you be like, you know what, this will be great. But you know what? Let me get this going and popping. And
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can work that in.
absolutely.
So I definitely understand that it takes time. And, once you get it, and you get it going, you're able to, roll it on out. But I totally get it because I fall into the same boat where I'm just like, ah! And you can't do everything. You cannot do every idea that pops in your head, although it may be a great idea. It's a time for
I'll
everything.
be trying to do everything in one day. And I'm like, you lunching. Sit, have several seats, sit on down, and stop overwhelming yourself. Stop having anxiety about all this stuff you got to do. And no.
Yeah.
So that's why I say going back to self care, that is really what I want to expound upon with my brand. And the products are just a manifestation of that. But really, it does come from the heart and a space of what I call radical self care because I don't think we've been loving and taking care of ourselves for enough years, for 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 a long time. So we need to make that a part of just everything else that we're doing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
it's important. It is important. It is important. Mind, body, and soul. It is important.
Yep.
Definitely.
We only get one. We only get
But
one.
we forget that though.
Yeah.
We forget that all the time. You know, we forget that all the time. So I think one of the beginning ways to think about self care is to start out your morning with gratefulness. Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, this Shell. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. So yeah. And also the other people, but we're focusing on ourselves. Yeah. With gratitude. That's the first thing to start with. Because woo, you got people doing worse than you, you got doing people doing better than you. But you just never know. You just never know, especially with everything going on now. It sheds a whole different perspective in life because everybody is feeling the same thing at the same time. And that's how
It is.
that is that. Girl, I'm so over it. I'm so over it.
No, you're right. Everybody, is going through the same emotions. Some people are just on a different end of the spectrum, but a lot of people are very depressed, because they're used to, being around people and now you're stuck in the house, or really people that are really outgoing are really having a hard time. So it is a major adjustment for us all. And yeah, you have to just act accordingly. And like you said, even though you may spend more time at home, you may not be getting off the computer at your normal time. You know what I'm saying? Because you feel like you're at home, you're getting more things done. You're not getting up, taking those breaks. Because if you were at work, you wouldn't stay at your desk all day. So a lot of people have to understand that just like you would take bathroom breaks or go outside and walk around, you need to do the same thing when you're at home. So
Absolutely, especially vital. And I don't want people to be looking at this thing called self-care as like this whole, oh, it's gotta be this. No, like you said, it's just as simple as, okay, I've been on this computer for an hour. I need to get my behind up and I need to go outside, even if I just go out on the porch, breathe in some air, walk down the street. You understand what I'm saying? Turn on the radio and dance for a song or two. You
okay.
know what I'm saying? I just recently finished writing a blog. I think it's my first blog.
I
Um,
did.
a little nervous about, the feedback that I'm going to get, but I am really waiting to hear feedback from this. But I have some tips in there for self-care, and a couple of them, one that I named, intentional and loving when you're using your product. Don't just be on autopilot. Don't just slap it on your thighs and go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Another one is that I really, really love because I feel like people can identify with is use your good plates. I don't care if you got McDonald's. I mean, you ain't supposed to be eating McDonald's, but I don't care if you make it. Pull out your good plates and your wine glass and your fancy, whatever, and your candle and your some flowers, and put it on the make a nice setting
Yeah.
and eat your whatever you want to eat. Make you a cup of hot tea.
Hmm.
Like
And this year,
all of those things are little things that we can do, incorporate into our day
mhm.
to help us along on our self-care journey.
Yeah. And that's funny that you say that, because if this year hasn't taught you anything, is that, so many people were leaving this earth. You know what I'm saying? You cannot hold your stuff, even if you want to cook in a ball gown. Girl, put that ball gown on and
That
cut
one.
it out.
I love that one. It's like cooking a burger. Sometimes, some days I'm just like, I'm in sweats I done been in sweats for 2, 3 days. Okay. And then I say, okay, well, I gotta run an errand. I gotta go to the post office and drop some packages off or whatever like that. Honey, I beats my face. I put on a outfit, or sometimes I do photo shoots. I'm about to do a photo shoot with my kids, but yeah, get you a couple outfits and do your photo shoot now.
No, that is so
Why not?
important. No, 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 that's so important because you don't get out often. And it's so funny when you do, you want to look your best because it's just like, I've been, like you say, it's sweats, not doing nothing for whatever. I don't care if I'm going to the post office, you know, if I feel like it, I'm going to get it done. I'm going to do it. And it boosts your mood. You wouldn't even understand because you act accordingly, at least I do, to my appearance, you know? So if I'm just throwing on some sweatpants and going out, that's how I look, you know what I'm saying? But if I take that little extra effort, it boosts my mood, my self-esteem, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you sit up a little higher. You hold your head up a little higher.
Exactly.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's definitely a great tool to help us, you know, maintain and renew our spirit for real.
Mm-hmm.
We need that. We need that. And you can't be expecting others to do it for you unless you're doing it for yourself. Be
Absolutely.
be be the thing that you want to receive from others. So you okay, you know what I'm saying? Be the thing that you want to receive from others. So if you want to feel good, yeah, love on yourself, and then you know people are looking. You may inspire someone to begin to take care of themselves more. So yeah.
Yeah. And I want to circle back because you said something about rose water, and I've been hearing a lot about rose water. What exactly is it, and why is it so popular nowadays?
Well, you know, everybody has these buzz things, you know, the self-care becoming this whole term and the rose water. And okay, well, rose water is really good because it's moisturizing to the skin. And that is one thing that I found, especially for black hair and skin, is something that we need and we need to continue to absorb water. Water is life. So drinking more water is just another form of water that comes from roses, rose petals. It moisturizes the skin, it moisturizes the hair. And yeah, I mean, basically, water is life. So there's just another form that comes from the actual rose plant. And I actually love rose water. You can use it in so many things. And so, speaking of that reminds me of another self-care element that I've actually been practicing lately, and that is buying myself flowers on a consistent basis.
Hmm.
Yes. So plant life. I love everything plant life. Most of the ingredients um, in my products come from a botanical or come from plant life, rose water, aloe vera. Those things are very healing and very nourishing to our bodies. So we want to get back to basics. We want to get back to incorporating natural ingredients um, so that we can have a part in healing ourselves.
Yeah. Me, I kill everything. I'm not a plant girl.
Okay. I love plants.
do bad. Like
I'm
I
not
have
that great. I'm okay. I'm all right. But yeah,
yeah, I'd be
yeah.
like, wait a minute, did I water that thing? It'd be like 3, 4 weeks later, I'd be like, oh Lord.
Yeah. You got to get you some easy care situations going on. And
Yeah.
that's how I started. I said, let me get some easy care situations going on that down you don't need water till 3 weeks or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I
Mhm.
mean, that's why I say it looks different for everybody. It
Yeah.
looks different for everybody. So if you're not a plant girl, you know that might not feed your soul like you needed to feed your soul. Don't kill that plant.
I know. I know.
She like,
No.
uh-uh.
It's one kind that I do well with, but I don't even know the type. It's actually sitting back here, and it's the ones that you get for funerals. I don't even know.
What is that? Is that a lily?
That is, I don't know. you name it, I'll be able to tell you. But I know it's the peace. Yeah, peace lily. Yes, it
It's a
is.
peace lily.
Yes.
Okay, I'm better than I thought then.
I
Okay,
know, okay.
I have one of those. I just got my first one, and it's still alive. So I'm proud of myself. Yeah, that's a peace lily. Peace lilies are very good because they bloom in the summer and they have these beautiful white petals in the summertime and in the wintertime. And you can put them in the house or you can put them outside. But yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's like easy care. Peace lily.
Yeah, I can keep up with that, but I'm saying it bounces back because sometimes I don't do it right, but it bounces.
She said for funerals. That's the one I get for funerals. Oh my God.
Yeah, which it has to mean something to me for me to even have one. You know what I'm saying? And I try my
Right.
best because it's a loved one. So I try my best to keep it, up. But that's the only way I would get one. I wouldn't go out and buy one,
Well, see,
so.
that's why you could be a flower girl. Like I love plants, but like I was saying, that's another way to incorporate self-care into get you get you some fresh flowers every 2 weeks. No, you don't like how they smell?
That's why I went to the plants. I don't like people think I'm so
You like
weird.
flowers?
I don't like flowers.
Okay, well, hey.
For the same reason. Like they
Well, guess what?
die.
Flowers are meant to do that. That's why I was saying flowers are more temporary from the plant.
Mm-hmm,
You see what
mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Just the look of it.
Just give me a piece of jewelry or a gift card.
Yes, that works too. It's different. Self-care look different for everybody.
Right.
It look different for everybody. So yeah, that's cool too. That's what I said. Sitting in the car.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You might not like flowers. Give me a gift card. Let me give me an extra minutes in the car. You see what I'm saying? Let me
Yeah.
pull out my wine glasses so I can sip my tea in it or my water or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. And absorb that time to yourself, however you like to do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so what's next for you?
What's next for me? Oh wow. What's next is I don't want to get overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
What's next is I want to continually have that self care narrative in my brand and actually practice what I preach. I don't want to be overwhelmed. I'm trying to get more organized. I'm also, since I'm still quarantining, I wanted to find a way where I could feed myself and since I'm not in a salon, work with clients. So in March, next month, we're going to be having offering virtual consultations. I cannot wait to get back to one-on-ones and getting that energy, answering people's concerns, guiding them to whatever their hair journey is or whatever they're trying to do with their hair, educating them. What really triggered it is I had did it before and then I was not confident and I was too hasty and I took it away. And then I'm looking and scrolling and seeing what other people are doing. I said, okay, well that was what I was doing. So I said, you know what? I built the confidence back up, and I feel like that girl with the gorilla glue really triggered me.
Oh my goodness, I saw that.
It was a trigger. It was a trigger for me. It really was because I said, well, I guess I am needed. You know what I'm saying? To like really, because people are really out here like not educated about their hair.
Was it a
Not,
stunt? Do you think it was a stunt?
I don't think it was a stunt at all.
Oh
I
my.
don't think it was a stunt at all. I don't think it was a stunt at all. I think it actually goes much deeper than that. I think it just goes on even a whole, we can go have a whole nother conversation about that, but just us and our natural hair, like you were saying, it's a big deal for people just, people get to a certain age and they're just like, oh, I went natural. I didn't even realize I had curly hair. Or I didn't even realize it's a whole mental thing that goes with that. And I just thought that was so sad. And it triggered me. And I was like, you know what? I guess I am needed. And so I felt like that was confirmation for me to start doing the virtual consultations with folk. And it feeds me because it makes me happy and gets me all excited when I can help people get to whatever goal they're trying to reach with their hair, and especially around natural hair. Know that, guess what? Exactly as you are everything. You are beautiful. Some people, they're just like, I've come in contact with customers, clients who are of a certain age and still, just maybe recently have went natural, and it's like, well, I don't know. I don't know how that looks on me. And so that all goes back to self-care. It's like, no, it's only one you. Nobody can do it like you. And you gotta love that part of yourself. It's okay. We've been fed this whole narrative that it's not beautiful.
Mhm.
But we see in the posters and the magazines and you know, bombarded at us in everything. This is the standard of beauty. But I'm glad to say I definitely see that being broken down a lot. And more people are getting more in tune with just how their hair grows out their head. It's okay. But guess what? If you want to put your weave on top of that, that's fine too. My thing is, I just want people. The first question I want people to ask um, is it healthy? I
Yeah.
want you to look cute, but let's take care. Let's put that self care element in it as well.
Yeah, and it's funny that you said that because I remember when I started my journey with, my natural hair. And now, I mean, I may throw some braids in there, I may rock my wigs, but my natural hair, I love it. And
It's
I'm not going to say
gorgeous.
that I didn't have to adjust because the length that it is now is not the length that I started out with. So of course it started out a little, shorter, but
Mm-hmm.
once you get it together, you have to figure it out. What color, if you want to incorporate colors.
Yes.
Because I love my blonde. Like I had congratulated, I mean,
Yes.
and I congratulated you. I had mentioned that I love the red on your skin tone. Once
Love
you
this one.
figure how your cut and the color, child, you good to
I
go.
love your blonde short. I saw the video you did. I said, yeah, that blonde short is everything. Yes.
And
I
I
had
love,
blonde before. I
yeah.
had blonde, I had brown. But this right here in this season is, I just love it.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Just for the people that, recently transitioned, just give it a try. You know what I'm saying? Just give it a chance, I should say. And, see what you can do to it to make it. Because, like you said, this is how it grows out your scalp. And then I don't know. I just love it. I wish I would have did
I
it
get really
sooner.
triggered. I get really triggered when people feel that way because I said it's been a lot of hoopla about this law in different states, the Crown Act. And I said, when you really sit in that and think about that, I said the fact that they even had to make a law for people to not be discriminated because of the way their hair grows out of their head. Come on, y'all. Are you serious?
I know.
Everything about that is screaming to you that this is not acceptable. This is not beautiful. And so I'm trying to change that with the consultation. So we're going to talk about your goals, but we're going to uplift. We're going to encourage. We're going to infuse all of that into your virtual consultation so that you can, like you said, try everything and try things until you reach your level. What works for you? So with the virtual consultations, definitely I want people to know, like you said, transitioning styles or people that are thinking about going natural, that there is more than one way to be natural. There is not just one way. Okay. We contain multitudes. There's not just one way to do something. So yeah, you ain't gotta do a big chop if you don't want to do a big chop. You
Mm-hmm.
know, we got options, and like more than ever before, especially when you go into the um beauty supplies. There's so much more to offer with the natural styles and the protective styles. So I mean, I'm
Yeah.
excited about that. I'm excited about the virtual consultation.
Yeah, I think it's going to be wonderful because, like you said, people need to know how to do it while they're at home. And so your expertise will definitely be, wanted and needed.
People, people like for real, they literally be calling me and asking me questions, and I'm like, and for me, I guess because it's something that I study, like for real, like you really don't know that. Just like the girl, like we were talking about, but you said it wasn't a hoax. I really think she just thought nothing.
Gorilla glue. You want to put that on your head.
I just really think she thought nothing. That's why I said I feel like it goes much deeper than that. It's how we view ourselves, and all of that is connected. Self care, how we love or not love on ourselves. Like why would you do that?
That's what gorilla glue. That's the thing. Why would you put gorilla glue? You know what the purpose is. Why was you
Goes
trying to make finger
deeper.
waves? Like, what were you trying? That's why I was just like, it just
It's like stiff wear. I don't like my hair to be hard as a rock. Stiff wear. For real? Or a ponytail? Okay, I can have a little baby hair right here or a little curl or a nap come through. It's okay. It's okay. But we have been taught that that is not okay. That's not beautiful. Let me really stiff wear. So
yeah.
that's why I said I feel like it goes way deeper than that. So with the virtual consultations, I feel like I'll be able to, if I can just touch a few people and let them know that guess what, you're beautiful just as you are.
Mhm.
You know, let's let's meet your goals. What we're gonna do. You know.
So how can people stay connected with you and follow you?
Okay, people can stay connected with me mainly through Instagram um, at Catalyst Project. I'm also going to be putting some information on there about my Catalyst Community app. And the app, you can go to the app and it's more of a community vibe. We'll have blogs there. We'll have information, tips on your hair and your skin. You can post your cute pictures. You can ask questions, comments. So it's just a community that I'm trying to build around self-care and lifestyle. And that's coming soon, but primarily go to at Carla's Project on Instagram to find out everything new that's up and coming, information about the virtual consultations, about new products, and as well as the Catalyst Community app.
All right. Thank you so much, Carla, for joining us on the bandwidth. This has been a great conversation. As I said, we do a moment for self-care every fourth Thursday. And again, I just think that that is so needed for women to take care of themselves. And I'm just happy that we had a moment to talk about hair care. So thanks
I
again.
thank you. Thank you. I thank you for having me and thank you for bringing the conversation to the forefront and letting people know that it's very necessary, very vital.
So there you go, you guys. If you know of one person that could benefit from this conversation, definitely share it with them. Also, comment your biggest takeaway in the comments section. We definitely want to know what you learned new during this episode. Again, if you're not following us, make sure that you follow us, subscribe to our channel, follow us on IG, and we will see you next week with another episode of The Bandwidth. Bye-bye.